Good one. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Look at that. Look at that. Cowgirl Coral. Got my dusty brush. I'm going to do a pretty sheer coat right over this, you guys. It's time for paint talk. It's 8:30 Central Time. And I am Dionne Woods. And it's been a week. Where have you guys been? It's been a week. I've been here. No, I haven't been here. Just joking. It's literally been a week. Missy and Jasmine's here. Hello, we're on Facebook and YouTube and Instagrams. If you guys have any questions, Matt is here. Hey, babe.
Hello.
To help you. We are going to start in with this brand new furniture makeover. I've got coral and I have this delicious deep turquoise mica pigment that we are going to put in our white. I've got vintage linen in this bowl. I don't know if I'll get to that, but I had to show it off and just tease you just a little bit. Hello, Barbara and Karen and Ellie and Kristen. There's Lindsay and Carrie Carter. Hello. I see you guys over on Instagram as well. I like to hang out here and paint as much as possible. So I try to do it live so you can ask me questions. This is where you learn, and this is where we just kind of hang out. Connie and Carol and Tasha's here. Hello, everybody. I missed Friday night. What was going on, you guys? I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and met some of you guys that are probably on here right now. Matthew, did you miss me?
Yes.
Like he's going to say no, right? So we painted. We had a little VIP sesh, but I thought with this detail on here, guys, this is original. This is not anything that I've added. These are not molds or anything that I've added. These are actually wood. This was an old, what is it, baby? A record player?
Mm-hmm. It's a record player cabinet.
Okay, it was a record player cabinet. So, Carrie Carter, you were banned from here. She's joking, guys. She asked that, she said that Matt had his Mamu show, but he didn't.
It was on the private group.
Oh, well, don't tell her that. Then she'll be bummed that she wasn't in it. But I'll tell you what.
Well, she was in it. She saw it.
Oh, Carrie did see it, huh? Well, here's the problem. I actually had someone message me and say they thought Matt was going to come on by himself for Friday night, Matthew. Would you have even considered that, Matt? Coming on by yourself?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I need a sidekick.
Yeah, I'm your sidekick, and we make such a good team.
I would think I would need somebody just to kind of bounce conversation off of it.
It does make it nice. I tell you, for the first 4 years of doing these lives, talking to yourself, it gets old. So it was really nice to have Matt join them. Deanna, isn't it great? Matt ran a bingo night for us, said Sue. You guys, that would have been so funny. Like, if I had been at the VIP event and got a notification that Matt was live, I don't know what I would have done. Like, that would have been too funny. Here's the thing. He doesn't know my login for Facebook.
I could have got it from...
You could have got it from Michelle. Michelle could have helped you. Michelle could have come on with you. She could have been your sidekick.
Yeah, Michelle would have done it.
Michelle could have done that. But yeah, guys, this is Cowgirl Coral. I'm putting a really sheer coat on here. I've got... Debbie Beard gave me some mica to sample, and it's this delicious turquoise. I have a bowl of vintage linen paint. Look, I haven't even mixed it yet. Deborah May is a new watcher. I'm so glad you're here for Paint Talk. I have had the most beautiful day coaching. I started my new program today, so I had 5 women that I talked to one-on-one. So I did 5 coaching calls. So from 11 to 6, I sat in that chair over there and I got to learn about some of my fellow creatives. And well, it's a wonderful day. So every Wednesday I will be doing that for the next 6 months. Tomorrow we have baseball, and I am just thrilled to be here painting with you guys. What do you think about my painting on the back wall? What do you think about my tiny little cottage amongst the green? Oh, thank you. I missed it on Friday too, Carol. Thank you for saying that. It's weird how like my internal light or my internal alarm goes off and says, it's time. So it was, of course, 7:30 in Albuquerque. And I was meeting some wonderful women in Albuquerque. Some had come from Colorado, some were there local, some had driven 3 or 4 hours to hang out with us. We had one group of 5 and then another group of 7 women. And there are a couple of you on here right now that I got to meet in person, such as Karen Brown. I finally got to meet Miss Karen. She's been such a dedicated follower and hangs out with us, and she's a beautiful artist herself. She came bearing gifts, really beautiful gifts that she made. Thank you. So my Michelle found this at an antique mall in Tulsa. And she and her husband brought it to me a couple weeks ago. And so this doesn't raise up, but this section does. And that's where the record player, now it's been emptied. All the guts are gone. And then inside of this is a cabinet, just one shelf. And in this side is where you store your records. Isn't it cool? It's going to be a great entry piece or buffet. And I wanted to go with the coral and then play around with whatever color I can mix up with the mica that Debbie's teasing me with. She said, here, take some of this home with you. Okay, you betcha. You betcha. And there's Michelle on the tubes. I see you on Instagram as well. I try to hang out here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram all at the same time. I figure work smarter, not harder. You can like, follow, subscribe, and all of the links are in my profile for what I sell, tutorials, workshops, and everything else that I do. But I like to do one-of-a-kind furniture. We'll name this piece. I'll share the color recipe to my entire mailing list and be here to help if any time you need anything. Submissions for the journal, issue 3, opened up since the last time we talked. So if you ever wanted to be in a magazine, well, I'm looking for you to feature. I am looking for you. We have a few people. We've announced that Idiko Horvath from Restored for You is going on the cover of issue 3. I'm not sure if I say her name right. I've asked her before, and I still question whether I'm saying it right. So if I got it wrong, my apologies, sweetheart. Matt, what are you thinking of this piece?
I think it's a really cool piece.
It is, isn't it? I feel pretty
Makes me
happy.
want to go find an old record player.
You know, when I first started this business, do you remember I would bring home record players from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of times they actually worked and they would have a record. It never failed. There'd be one at like the thrift store that would have a record in it. And sure enough, it would play. I'd put them on Craigslist and then people would always, I would always have like a young couple that would always come and get the record player.
Yeah.
Always.
The young ones.
Yeah, it would be the young people that never really had them in their house before, the 20-somethings. Anybody out there still have a record player? And if you do you actually play your records? Or who's out there hanging on to a few records? Let me guess, Carrie. Have you got Merle Haggard in your records there, or what? You've got an 8-track.
Darlene says every time I get another old record cabinet, my son takes it.
Oh.
Funny because he was wondering why I wanted it when I got the first one.
So I obviously want to do the sides and the top, but I also want to show you the mica and what it looks like mixed. So
Zoe says yes, I do, and I play my records. And
What?
Debbie says I had a console from the '60s. And Shannon, yes.
You guys, that's so
Terry
cool.
Carter says heck yeah.
Oh my
Listen,
gosh.
I love records.
You guys, but why do you like them better? Tell me that.
They say it's more closely resembles the actual sound.
Really?
Yeah, when they recorded on there, it's more true to what it actually sounded like when they recorded it.
Okay, so it doesn't have all of the extra additions, right, that you get with modern day music, is what they're saying.
Yeah, they filter a lot of stuff and get rid of stuff, so you can hear
Gotcha.
hear a lot of the actual instruments doing their things, and it's a lot different. A lot of people still have the records. Sue Rosenblatt, I still have a bright orange record player from the '70s.
I see you guys on Instagram. I want you to know I see you. Matt can only handle 2 social media platforms, and he's on Facebook and YouTube. But I just want you to know, I do see you guys are here, and I think you're amazing. So
And
thanks.
Dionne has lost my phone stand.
No, I left it at Melanie's. It's in Albuquerque. And I ordered you a new one, babe, because I use it every day too. So I did order a new one. Amazon will have it here tomorrow.
Lisa Dixon, I have a record player and hubby's great grandmother's old.
Oh my gosh.
Victrola? I used
Victrola, honey.
Huh?
Victrola, it's the brand.
Okay. I used the record player, but not the Victrola. Well, Victrola?
Yeah, it's the brand,
But it does work.
I think. So this piece even has claw ball feet, you guys. Michelle totally hooked me up with this. I was actually on the phone with her, FaceTiming her while she was walking around looking for me furniture. And so we zoned in on it. The owner of the booth was there. Miss Michelle even got a discount on the piece. Yes.
Tasha Watkins says, raised by my grandma and have all of her records.
Oh.
That's awesome.
That's so special, Tasha. What was her favorite? What was Grandma's favorite, Tasha? Okay, I can't really see that. I'm going to mix up this mica here in just a second, and we can see how intense we can get the turquoise. I didn't mix it yet, so I've dumped some of the turquoise mica in here.
Lisa has a 1970 stereo cabinet with a record player still in it and have about 150 records. I think the first one you bought still had yours. It had one in it and it still operated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
And Dionne said, no way, Jose.
Dionne said, we're in this business to sell stuff.
Dionne said,
so
that's
sell it.
ridiculous. You're so dumb, Matt. I can't believe you would even say that. We are getting rid of it because you don't know what you're talking about. And
That's totally not what I said.
went, yes, ma'am.
No. Yeah, right. So Robin, I have your piece for you. You can come get that, but I think I still need to finish the sides. I think, okay, yeah, I went out of town, did not finish the sides, but whenever you're ready, sister. Mom and Dad used to listen to Ace Cannon and call it belly rubbing music. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Belly rubbing, Matt, do you know? Guys, hello on Instagram. Thank you.
Ace Cannon. You probably have to know who that is first.
Okay, so I'm going to mix this up. This is turquoise mica, and Debbie sent it home with me to play.
I know, Derek. Thank you. I should have kept
But
it. But Derek, as you've come to probably learn, I don't really wear the pants in this family. So I'm like, Dionne's like Batman, and I'm like a distant Robin.
What does that mean, a distant Robin? You're my guy.
That means
You've always been my guy.
I'm here only to assist you.
Oh, please. Please. Thank you, Miss Anissa. How are you, sister? I miss you.
Slow dancing.
All right.
Slow dancing.
Oh, slow dancing. Did you not?
Bellies.
Rubbing. Oh. I'm literally picturing me rubbing my belly going, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know.
It means slow dancing.
Oh, sugar.
Belly
We should
rubbing?
know that. We need to be doing more slow dancing so we would know that that's belly dancing. Okay, so I'm going to mix this turquoise mica into this and just see how I can get this color.
Zoe says belly rubbing music equals baby making music.
Oh.
Come on, Dionne.
Gosh, did you know what that is?
Of course I did.
No, you didn't. You're lying
I
to me
didn't
right
wanna-
now.
I didn't want to say anything.
You big
because
fat
I didn't
liar.
want to embarrass you on the
Okay,
TV.
this isn't going to be enough mica because this is more like a Tiffany blue. And I was thinking that the next color would be a little bit more, hello. I see you guys on Instagram. I'm glad you're here. Also, we're on YouTube. Good grief. I'm so old. LOL, says Zoe. What do you add to the mica? I'm putting in vintage linen with it. Debbie told me to play with it. And so right now I have a blue color, turquoise mixed up.
Now, will that give it texture as well? Or?
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pour some water in because I feel like it's too chunky. The mica made it even more chunky. But Debbie has teased us with a few products at the workshop, and she sent that home with me. Matthew, a couple of colors you wouldn't believe. Did you add the mica to the white paint, Debbie? I sure did. This was vintage linen, and I added the mica. I'm going to add some more after the water. And I want my next layer to be blue. And I'm literally just going to paint it over the details of the blue.
Are we gonna do that drippy thing?
Oh, honey, I'm always going to drip my paint. Probably not right now, though. I'm letting this dry right now, but give me a minute.
Bethany's suit, I think it's taped.
Okay, so far we're at this shade of blue. It's turquoise.
It's taped. She says, I love this, watching from Canada, British Columbia.
Thank you, watching from BC. I appreciate you. Every single Wednesday and Sunday, I go on here. Now, I missed last Sunday because I was coming home from Albuquerque. Matt made a huge spread tacos, which I don't eat, but both boys, girlfriend, they were all here. And so I got home, I think we got home at like 7:30, and Matt wasn't done cooking. And I was like, I think we're going to have to.
Well, I was trying to get my oldest. They had a baseball scrimmage, and I texted him the day before, and I said, hey, are you able to pick your mom up from the airport such as time? And he says, yeah, I'll pick her up. Well, about 45 minutes before
He didn't.
she was going to pick him up, I texted him and said, hey, you're at the baseball field. You're going to be able to pick up your mom. And he texted me back and said, no. Well, in that time, I'm cooking.
He's cooking fried tacos, which takes like 14 hours.
That's a bit of stretch.
And smells, which he cooked them outside.
Fantastic, and the boys love it. But anyway, back to my story. So in the middle of cooking, I had to stop, go get Dionne, and then come back and finish.
So
because I'm awesome.
He is awesome. He came home. But anyway, I didn't come live on Sunday, but normally, okay, this is really a pretty color. Now, I would say that DIY does not have this color because it's more turquoise. It's like a light mermaid tail. So it's got just the right amount of blue and green in it.
Is it a glittery mica?
No, this was not a glittery mica. But this is mica. This is just a bowl. I have put press and seal inside of it, so it's not going to stick, and I don't have to clean it.
Christine Adler, I don't mean to ask you a dumb question. This isn't a dumb question. But what is the container you're mixing in, please?
I just answered that, baby.
Okay.
I saw her question. This is a bowl with press and seal inside of it, and so he doesn't listen to what I'm saying. So my apologies, guys.
So what bowl are you using?
Is that a real question?
And is it covered in sling wrap?
Cling wrap. It's press and seal, Danielle. It's the same thing I wrap all my brushes in. Quita Allen of All Shabbed Out showed me that product, and I've been using it like crazy. Just joined. What are you painting? I'm painting this. I just put coral all over this. And I am working on creating vintage linen, which is a white paint with this turquoise mica pigment. And Quita taught me to put press and seal around my brushes. And so I started using it on my trays where my paint palettes. And then I put it inside this bowl. And so I do this so I don't have to go wash my bowls.
Irma has a question, Dionne.
All right, babe.
What kind of tacos makes your house smell that he has to cook outside?
Fried tacos. So he cooks them. They're like street tacos, and they were his Bomb Bombs tacos, and they stays for days. And so he fries them in a skillet, electric skillet, and they make they're tiny. So you put the meat in it, you flip it over, you fry it. And of course I don't eat meat, so I don't eat them anymore. But they smell
so good.
Mica is a pigment. Mica is a pigment. Press and seal like you use on bowls. Yep. Like
just Glad?
Nope. I mean, I guess, yeah, but I use this daily, you guys. I have 2 of these. I use these daily. Wrap all my brushes up, cover things. I have another one sitting here ready to go. In case I need it, it's just wrapped this ceramic bowl.
Jasmine would like to know, have you ever made tacos with avocado in your tacos?
Nope, I have not. You mean like cooked it in there or
like fried?
Like fried?
Fried avocado tacos.
Okay, I like this color. I could probably go even deeper with it. So you can see that the shade is the same, just a lot lighter. You bet. You bet. Okay, so this is going to look messy, and I'm not the least bit worried about it. So this is watered down vintage linen. And I want to get it all in there, and then I'm going to put clear wax over this. And then we'll come back in. Obviously, it's not staying this way, so if you're new here, no need to panic. I create all of my furniture to look like pieces of artwork. So,
It's not very trippy.
honey, I have to spray it.
Oh.
I'm not ready to, but this is really pretty. It's different than any color too from DIY. It's a little bit lighter than Mermaid Tail. This is really pretty.
Karen Ramsey says, do you ever paint fabric? Question. I just bought a small couch, I think. Named a settee and not sure how to prep and paint.
Yeah. If you are familiar with DIY paint, you can put your paint in the liquid patina and it works wonderful. If you go to Debbie's Design Diary on YouTube, she painted her sofa bohemian blue. It was velvet, and even though it is literally so beautiful and it doesn't rub off. I've sat on the couch multiple times and it looks beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Rob Glory is in the house tonight. Rob,
what's up,
Glory.
Mr. Rob? What's up?
Tasha has a question. Does watered down paint create a translucent look?
No.
I keep forgetting that it has a method, but unsure when to do it.
Watered down paint? No, the reason I watered down my paint is just so it's thinner, that's all. It does not have a translucent, not when you're using DIY. DIY has 5 times more pigment than any other chalk or mineral paint on the market. And so it does not make it more sheer. I just like it. It conserves it a little bit more. And so a little bit goes a long way. And I want a really sheer coat because, you know, guys, this is going to have lots of different layers on it.
I-44 to core. I-44. 144.
You do it every time,
I do
baby.
it every time. Is that color close to pedal pusher?
Nope. It's got a lot more green in it. Pedal pusher is all blue without any green. This is interesting because it's close to sea glass, but I think it's darker, and I don't think it's going to dry as light because the mica is going to keep the color more of the same. So I don't know. This is my first time to use it like this. We've used some mica that Amy Sadler sent me with Mica Mixology, and I've used that, you know, on the pieces, but I've never used this shade of blue or this brand of mica. And I don't ask me the brand of the mica because I have no idea. This was just a gift that Debbie said play with it. Let me know what you think.
Is there any way you could point the camera down just a little bit?
Point the camera down?
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing. You bet.
Just a smidge.
There we go. Better? So it's
Uh,
totally messy right now, but I promise you it's not going to look anything like this. This is just a step, part of the process, guys. Cannot wait for issue 3. Idaco from Restored For You is going to be our cover artist. You guys, she's incredible. We have Miss Anissa Perry with Miss and That being featured in the issue. Mr. Gavin himself is going to be in this issue. Debbie Beard will be inside issue 3 with a store tour and other highlights. So I'm so excited. I love avocados, but I don't like guacamole. That's odd.
Zoe?
Yep.
Do you only use DIY paint?
Yes, as far as chalk paints, furniture paint, I only use DIY. I'm exclusive. I'm a retailer. I just love them. And I will use some acrylic on my canvases and sometimes on my furniture, different brands of acrylic. I prefer Golden right now over any other brand. But yes, I just use DIY. I like to keep things simple, and DIY is my favorite. But yeah, I do. Okay.
Minnie Thompson. Strange. I like guacamole, but not avocado. LOL.
So,
Interesting.
okay.
It's probably the texture.
One more section over here, guys.
I could see where an avocado would be like eating a really brown banana. So I can't eat brown bananas.
I can't eat brown bananas, but I also
just the texture and the way it's in my mouth, it's just like ugh. Ugh. I would prefer the banana to be pretty much just green.
Oh no, I can't eat that. It
Where
doesn't
it almost
the
has
flavor
like a crisp when you bite it.
Yeah,
You know?
I can't eat that. I don't like it. Nope. No. All right, so this mic has turned this blue something fun. And it's drying a little bit lighter, but not as much as normally it would be. So it's going to look nothing like this. But I'm going to put clear wax over this blue color. And then I will come in with more colors.
Rob Gloria says grilled peaches.
Grilled peaches.
I have never in my life had grilled. I've had fried peaches, which are phenomenal.
I love me some peachy cobblers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Irma says brown bananas make the best bread.
Oh,
I believe you. I believe you on that. We eat quite a bit of fruit around here, and I'm really picky on my fruit. I really am. I don't know why. I just am.
You're picky on a lot of things.
No, it's just fruit. I'm not very picky.
Oh, is it Gavin's birthday? Like, is this the day? Is this his birthday? Hi, Brewha Coffee. How are you? I'm so glad you're here on the Instagrams. Miss Mercedes Reyes. Grilled peaches and salad is awesome. Okay, guys, so here's what I need to do. Matthew, you took the rollers out, but I'm not sure how I'm going to turn this piece.
I don't know. You hate those rollers.
So I do, but how am I going to turn this piece?
We're just going to have to use the old muscles. You know? Are you going to use water?
What are you talking about?
I thought you had to spray it to do that drippy thing.
I'm not doing the drippy thing yet, babe.
Oh, okay.
Nope, I'm not doing the drippy thing. So I have no idea how I'm supposed to turn this.
Well, I just have to use muscles. Do you need my help?
Of course I need your help. Of course.
So are you going to do it without me, or you want me to go over there and help?
Thank you. Okay, so back to the coral. We have a bunch of pieces of furniture out in the garage, and so all of the big rollers are being used, and I hate the little ones. So he didn't even bring it in here. So this is some mica that Miss Debbie asked me to play around with, see what I think. When I saw her in person this weekend, Albuquerque is a lovely community. Could there be some golden ticket in the future for this piece? That is super likely. Super likely.
Janae says, I'm sorry, Misty. There's nothing simple about your layered, multiple creative artwork. You make it look simple.
Oh, thank you so much.
Rob would like to sing happy birthday to Gavin. He's not on here, but we need to make sure we do that before we get off.
Well, can I not wait till he's on here? I don't really want to sing unless he's on here.
Lisa Dixon says, Matt, please ask Dee to talk about painting over wax.
Talk about painting over wax?
That's what she says.
All right, Delisa, what part do you want to know? I'm assuming you watched the tutorial in the Creative Connection with Miss Tasha. So is that what you're referring to? The first time I did that, I had you guys on here, and I had a piece, and I started it with white wax. Like I literally put white wax on the piece first. The first time I did that, and it ended up being Monet inspired, had a watercolor effect. It was so much fun. Technically, you're not supposed to do that, says most paint companies. but I loved that piece, and it sold really quickly, and it had a whitewash look to it, more of a watercolor look. I named it Monet. I just got back from Monet's garden in Paris. And then my friend Natasha Shea of Antonia Remington, she came into my Creative Connection and taught a tutorial last week, where she uses wax with all of her DIY paint and puts a coat of wax and then paint and then wax and then paint. And it was so fun watching her create a velvety smooth finish. So that just shows you there are more ways to do makeovers or to do any type of artwork. And she said that was just something she learned by trial and error and playing. It was the same way I did that piece when I started with white wax. So strange, so much fun. I just did a piece. I missed that. What Natasha does is pure magic. Right, Lisa?
We need to sing to Joanne Doodle. It's her birthday as well today.
Who?
Joanne.
Joanne. All right. Let me know if Gavin pops on and we'll sing to both Joanne and Gavin. We will sing to you before we go for sure, Miss Joanne. I'm so glad and appreciative of you. Appreciate that you're on here all the time, being so supportive to everybody in our community. So this is Cowgirl Coral from DIY Paint. I'm just putting a sheer coat on right out of the gate. And the front, I mixed up vintage linen with this delicious turquoise mica for that color that's on there right now. I could have gone, what I could have probably done, and I may still do, is add some golden ticket to it. So it's got a little bit of shimmer. But I'm just kind of dropping some hints that there might be some new products coming over. I paint over wax all the time, she says. The Suburban Home, awesome. I love the colors together. Thank you, Pam Dudley. And Heather says lock. They are original. The hardware is original.
You did not add the molds. They were on the piece.
Yeah, they were already on it. And these are claw feet with a ball at the bottom.
Good night, Jasmine.
Good night, Jasmine. Take care, sister. I will be back on for sure Friday night this week. We'll have our Friday night live, and I'll paint Sunday for you. I'm working on this series of paintings. You can see them. They are green, Ireland inspired. I've got some churches, a little shack, a little cottage. Super excited. Today is his birthday. He's at his dad's house and was a bit sad and wanted to go home. Oh, poor Gav. Well, I would prefer to sing to Gavin when he's on here. We're going to highlight his work in the 3rd issue of the Turquoise Iris Journal. And I'm super excited for him. I'm so proud of him. And honestly, I'm proud that he is my little buddy. He's all of our little buddy, right? Right, Matt?
I love the fact that he does what he loves. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. It takes courage.
He's not worried about anybody else.
Absolutely.
He hasn't been jaded yet. He hasn't been, he still has that kid at heart. I'll do it because I want it to do it, and I think that's awesome.
I know.
We all have a lot to learn from that, that's for sure.
So proud of him. He's got a great business in mind already.
Robert says Debbie Beard mentioned the new product live.
Oh, sweet.
Product on her live Monday.
Sweet. She's so excited. We all are. And I'm just tossing this blue that I mixed up with the mica and the vintage linen color. Trying to decide if I should put it anywhere else, but I don't think I should just yet. Okay, Matthew, do you think you could help me again?
Sure.
Scoot to the other side. Do you mind? I'll do this since it's wet.
Well, this reminds me of the good old days.
Thank you, honey.
Just moving furniture. Get some rollers.
Well, get me some big ones.
I've been looking. I can't find
You can't find them
Not
anymore?
my normal place that has them. I hadn't had them in a while.
Did you tell him that was rude?
I did not, but
Gosh, tell him, say that's rude. That is so rude. All right, so doing basically the same thing. This is just the first coat. This is the base coat. I decided to do this with you guys. Nothing's different about what I'm putting on here, but this is Cowgirl Coral. I've mixed mica, something to look forward to. If Debbie mentioned it on her live, then I can mention it on my live. She said, play with this color, see what you think. I'm super excited about the mica. From what I understand, mica is an all-natural product. It's an all-natural pigment that can be added to all kinds of things to change the color and the intensity. So about a year and a half ago, Amy Sadler sent me 5 shades of mica. It was like I said, a year and a half ago. And so I started playing with it then. And she put some blue in clear wax and made this delicious electric blue wax, which I used on a piece of furniture. And gosh, it was cool. It was so fun.
Janae said, Debbie mentioned it a lot. She said, it's not mica. So now I'm confused.
Oh, well, okay. So we were playing with mica and pigments. So this must be the pigment that she sent home with me and not mica.
Okay.
So I had both and I wasn't sure which she handed me, the
So-
mica or the pigment.
So to clarify, you're not sure if you're using mica or pigment?
Yeah, I don't know. She just handed me a little jar and said, play with this.
Mica has sparkles,
Yeah.
pigment.
And this doesn't
Pure
have
color.
any sparkles
So
in it.
pigment is pure color. So you
Yeah.
have the pigment.
Yeah.
Very good. I'm glad we clarified.
Well, she had like 30 colors.
What? Shh, does everybody know that?
Well, no, we're not going to have all of those.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying we were playing with all kinds of things. So part of me didn't pay total attention. You know what I'm saying? Only paid partial attention.
Okay, so we're using pigment, not mica. I just want to clarify that for all of our wonderful listeners and watchers out there.
Oh my gosh.
We have pigment.
I mean, I don't know. It's very often that I don't get everything right.
No.
I'm creating, and so I just kind of have to do the best I can.
Nobody's getting on you, honey. I just want to make sure that people watching the replay or people watching now, we just get them the correct information so they don't chastise us later on down the road.
Well, I wouldn't deserve any chastisement, so
I'm not saying anybody would.
No.
You never know. People are funny sometimes.
no, that's just rude. I am just putting a really thin coat of this Cowgirl Coral. As you can see, this is just one coat and it covers really well. I'm going to paint right over this little piece. This had a little wheel and played a record, and I may not be calling it right, but it had a little handle on there. But all of the components have been removed from this piece before I got it.
Gypsy Wade, greetings from West Virginia.
Hello.
So glad I get to see the magic happening.
Oh.
I'm glad you're here.
We're glad you're here. I try to be here every Wednesday and Sunday at 8:30 Central Time, unless something comes up. Sometimes I'm here more than that. When it gets warmer, I could very well be here less. But in the winter, you can bet I'm here 3 times a week for sure.
Yes, Janae, she summed it up the best way I could. That makes sense. Bottom line, new product is being tested.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly right.
New product? What? That's what that means. Fun
Yes.
stuff to play.
Yes, Betty, we are using pigment.
And I'm putting it in the white. You can, of course, put pigment in any color you want to intensify it, but Our paint is so incredibly pigmented already that I didn't want to put it in anything except for white.
And Mary
Hi.
says, replay. This
Nope.
color's so rich. I love it. And then right after that, she said, oops, you're live.
I'm live, sister.
So hello, Mary. Glad you're here.
Nope. I've still got a few more minutes. I was just going to get this on here, add the blue to the leg detail, and va-va-boom. This looks funny to me, really funny, but it's not going to stay like that. But it did not dry as light as it would have if it didn't have the pigment in it. So that's also kind of interesting to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have birthday boy in the house. Gavin is here.
Gavin, are you ready, Woods?
So we're singing to Gavin and Joanne.
All right, go. Happy birthday to you. Hold on, start over. You need to sing with me, not behind me.
Well, you're going too fast.
I don't want to sing slow.
I like singing slow. It really amplifies my voice. Happy.
Nope. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hold on. This is not a round.
Happy birthday, dear Gavin and
Joanne. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday to you. That was terrible.
Yay.
This was not our shining moment. No, dude, I think we should sing together.
No, I think we're setting trends is what we do.
No, we're making them roll their eyes.
Next time when these beautiful people are at a birthday party, everybody will be just singing it like, normal. And then they'll think in the back of their mind, they're like, you know what? Let's mix it up like Matt does. And then they'll sing it slow and
okay.
It'll be fun.
Okay, how about this? Next time we're at a birthday party, I'm going to ask you to sing like that.
I do sing like that at birthday parties.
No, you don't. You don't even sing.
People just don't hear. That is so not
okay,
true.
All right. Whose birthday's coming up?
I have no idea whose birthday's coming up.
Holden's. You sing just like that at Holden's birthday party with his friends and our family around.
That's fine. You think I get embarrassed easy or something?
You won't do that.
Psh.
Peesh.
Psh.
No, don't think that's going to happen. Wow, terrible. He is too slow. Okay. Here you go. There you go.
Maureen says I sound like Marilyn.
Happy birthday, Gavin. That means you're 12, right? I'm so proud of you. That means you're a preteen, Mr. Gavin. You are 12 years old and one of the hardest working kids I know. You are impressive. We're proud of you. And Joanne, I hope that you also have a wonderful birthday. I'm going to sign off. I'll be back on Sunday with this piece, but we'll be back Friday for Friday Night Live with 4 guests to join us. Come on here and say hello, brag a little bit, show off a little bit. Angsty, says Gavin. This is a pretty cool piece. I cannot wait. I don't really have a plan for it. I decided about an hour ago what colors we were going to go with, and I knew I had to get in here and play with this pigment. Bada bing. Lost You. Kelly Anderson. You rock. I love you. Good night, everybody. Take care, and make sure you have a good Thursday, all right? We'll see ya.
See ya.
See ya. Got to do Instagrams. Everybody here, good night.